Hello everybody, thank you for clicking on my channel. I am Peter the Booklover. I have a YouTube channel to where I talk about books and sometimes movies, and I have a great time doing it. Hopefully you'll have a good time being here as well. And today I have a tag, and this is a tag that I came up with myself. I went in a room, I spent a bunch of time messing with bodies like Frankenstein did, and I came up with a tag. This is called the Book and a Booktuber tag. And what this tag is where I'm going to talk about 5 booktubers and 5 books. Now, the books that I'm going to talk about are books that I know that I love and I know that they love. Some of these books are books that they made a video of, and some of these books are, where they mention they love this book. And I think this is a really good idea. This is a tag to where there's five prompts, but this is a video that could be remade over and over again. You could actually talk about another book and the same booktuber in another video. And the way that I designed it, it's like you could do 5 books at a time, so the video is not too long and it's not too difficult. And you could really get into these books that are great, and you could talk a little bit about each channel. So thank you. Now, everybody that's in this, that I'm mentioning in this tag, consider yourself tagged, but you don't have to do this. Don't feel like you're obligated to do this. And before I get into the books and the YouTubers, I want to thank you for being here. Let me know if you like the video by hitting the like button. And also, if you can, let me know what you think in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. So let's just start off with the first book and booktuber. Now, the booktuber is some other character, and it is hosted by Scott. Scott is a great booktuber, and he makes all kinds of videos. He's got this really, really good video about the Silence of the Lambs and the looks that everybody gave Clarice Sterling. And it was a really interesting, and I watch a lot of his videos, and he's very entertaining. He does a lot of vlogs, and his vlogs are pretty decent. He recently went to the Overlook Hotel, but I forgot the name of the hotel. But he went to the Overlook Hotel and actually stayed in room 217, which was pretty interesting. I really liked that video, and I know that he's read this book more than any other book, and this is The Shining. Now, we're going to talk about The Shining. Now, this book is, a lot of people say their favorite horror ghost story is The Legend of Hill House. And that is a great story, but in my opinion, this is probably the scariest ghost story of them all, because the thing about it is that you've got ghosts in this story, but the ghosts actually take possession of a person and they drive him mad. And this is a story to where the Torrance family go out to Colorado and they're secluded. Watching the video of Scott's when he went to this hotel, it's really not secluded, but in the movie, it's very secluded, and the ghosts come to life. Now, in the book, there's these hedge animals, and they actually come to life in this story. But what really makes it scary is the father of the family actually gets possessed, and then he goes crazy. The hotel makes him think that he's drinking alcohol when he's not, and he actually gets drunk from not drinking alcohol, and then he goes on a rampage, and it's pretty terrifying. This is a really excellent book, man, and I know that Scott, some other character, is a big fan of this book. He always talks about how he's read this book so many times. I believe he's got a couple posters on the wall of The Shining. So he's a big fan of this book. I'm a big fan of this book, and it really connects us together. There's other books that he loves that I love, but this one is what I'm gonna start with. Okay, so the next one is Book Bugs. Book Buds is the channel that is the next one that I'm going to talk about. This is a YouTube channel to where you've got two people doing the channel together, and they're like a team, and they make a lot of videos. And a lot of the videos, they do reenactments of the things they talk about, which is really cool. They really got a great personalities, both of them, and they're a lot of fun together. But I really like the effort they put into a lot of their videos. And the thing about it, it's weird because they just did a tag video and they mentioned me in the tag, and they said that they were talked about this, the Land of Oz, because I recently read a bunch of books in the Land of Oz, and he's a big fan of this, and I'm a big, Joe and Mary, and Joe is a big fan of this. Probably Mary is too. She really doesn't talk about it too much. And when it comes to them, I think that maybe they want to do 6, because that way he could talk about 3 and she could talk about 3, you know. But yeah, this is The Wizard of Oz, The Marvelous Wizard of Oz, and this is what the movie The Wizard of Oz is based off of. And this is quite different than the movie of Wizard of Oz. Now, the movie Wizard of Oz is a big hit. Everybody's very familiar with it. It's, to this day, it's still relevant. But this book is a little bit different. The queen is a little bit different. In the book, the queen's got one eye, and she's got like a I believe she could see very far away. Nick Cutter, the Tin Man, is quite different in the story. He's a lot more powerful, and he's a lot more badass in the book. And not just this, but the other books set in the Land of Oz is really incredible. But this is the book that the movie Wizard of Oz is based off of. And this is The Marvelous Wizard of Oz. If you have not read this, this is definitely worth a look, especially if you're familiar with Wizard of Oz. It's quite different. It's a little bit darker than the movie. But yeah, if you're a fan of the Wizard of Oz movie, I highly recommend checking this out. And also check out Book Buds. They're a great channel. I really love to see them. They're a lot of fun. Now, the next channel is somebody from Africa that makes videos that I watch in America, and that is Cliff's Dark Gems. And this guy talks about a lot of horror movies. He's really cool. He does a lot of tags. I really loved it. When I went on his live stream, it was a lot of fun. I had a great time being on his live stream, and as a matter of fact, that's how I came across Some Other Character. And Cliff Dark Gems is really cool. I really like his channel. And he hasn't made a review of this book, but he's mentioned this as being one of his top favorite horror novels. And that's this. This is The Exorcist by William Peter Blatty. And this is a really, really amazing movie about possession. This is a 12-year-old girl. Now, this is a case to where, in my opinion, I think that you should watch the movie and then read the book, because you'll understand it a lot better. There's been a couple people that didn't watch this movie and then they tried to read this book, and they really didn't get it. But I think you'll get it if you watch this movie. The movie is horrifying. This girl gets possessed. It's really crazy, and these priests do exorcist on her. They try to exorcist this evil spirit, Captain Howdy, and it's a really excellent movie. But this book is, if you're familiar with the movie, this book is very intense. It's fantastic. I really love this book. Cliff, this is a great book, and this is a great selection of one of your favorite horror novels, and I agree with you. So there it is, The Exorcist. Okay, so this is number 4 of the 4th Booktuber I'm going to talk about. Now, this guy drinks a lot of coffee, and that is Fred. Read by Fred is his channel, and I've been watching this guy for a very long time. This guy used to have really, really long hair, but he cut his hair, and in every thumbnail that he puts up, he's always drinking a cup of coffee. And I really like listening to him. He's really nice to watch his videos when he analyzes books. He does a really good job of analyzing books. Now, he made a review of this book right here. This is Animal Farm by George Orwell, and I really love the way he talked about this book. I mean, you know, like the way it hit him with the horse. I forgot the horse's name, but there's a horse in this story that winds up getting screwed over really bad, and the way it hits you. Now, this is a story, if you don't know, you probably do know. Most people know this book. This is a very popular book. This is a story that is influenced by Stalin's reign during World War II. But this is a story that's set in a fairy tale. And this is a story where it's a farm of animals that's being treated very badly by the owner of the farm. They rebel, they take over the farm, and at first everything's great, but then the pigs wind up taking over, and they actually start doing exactly what the men were doing before. And they actually make these rules, and they're constantly changing the rules. This has a movie I haven't seen, but there's a cartoon of this that is really excellent, man. I really love the cartoon, but this is a really excellent story. This is very short, but it's really awesome, and it's powerful, man. It really gives you a punch in the gut, man. I really love this, and you should check this out. And check out Read by Fred's channel. He's a really great YouTuber. And the last book that I'm going to talk about is the-Crustic Codex. And I believe the person that runs it is Brian. Now, this guy is still new. He's got 10 videos. And he hasn't made a video talking about this book. Well, this is a set of books, but I'm just going to be talking about one book from this trilogy of books. But he lives on a farm. He's working on this puzzle that's really cool. I like watching the progress that he's doing on this 2,000-piece puzzle. And he's mentioned, and he's the Crusty Codex. Now, one thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to put in the in the description, I'm going to name all the channels so you could just go and click on the description. I'm not going to put the exact videos of the ones they talk about. Like, you know, there's definitely a video of Animal Farm by Read by Fred, but you just dig through his channel, you'll find it. It's a really great review. I really like that one. But the book that he mentions is The Lord of the Rings. And I'm going to connect him to this one. This is The Fellowship of the Ring. I believe his favorite is The Return of the King, but I'm going to start with this. Now, this is The Fellowship of the Ring. Of course, there's The Hobbit. Now, the reason why I'm not mentioning The Hobbit, because I'm going to do this tag again, I'm going to mention somebody else that did a video of The Hobbit. But this is a really amazing trilogy. Now, this is another case to where you watching the movie would be a good idea before you read the book, because it will really give you a good idea of what's going on. These books are written incredibly well, and there's a lot of action adventure. Now, when you're reading it, it's a little bit slower than the movies, but at the same time, it's really powerful. There's this ring, and you get introduced to this ring in the story of The Hobbit. The Hobbit is a prequel to The Lord of the Rings, but there's this ring, and in The Hobbit, it's just a ring that turns you invisible. But in this story, the ring was made by Sauron, and Sauron is this really powerful evil being that wants this ring, and if he had this ring, it would lead to him having great power And if he had great power, he would destroy everything that's good. And this is a story to where they go on a quest to destroy this ring. And the only way that you could destroy this ring is throw it into the Lake of Moria. And the Lake of Moria is a lake that's on fire. So you've got to throw it into this lake that's like a constant burning, really hot fire. And this is the beginning of the quest. It starts off with this birthday party by Bilbo Baggins. Because he's had this ring, he's able to live a really long time. And yeah, it starts out in the beginning. He's at this party, and he actually uses the ring to disappear from the party and make a big surprise. The movies are incredible. If you've never watched the Peter Jackson Lord of the Rings movies, you should check it out. So yeah, this is the Fellowship of the Ring by J.R. Tolkien, and this is definitely a book that you should check out. And yeah, and go check out the Crusty Codex, his channel. He's a pretty good booktuber. The thing about it is that he hasn't talked about a lot of books that I'm familiar with, although I'm probably going to talk about his channel again, because he's talking about reading Dune. And I hope he reads Dune, because I can almost guarantee you, if he reads the book Dune, he's going to love it, because it's a fantastic sci-fi story. It's a book that I've read 3 times, and I'm definitely going to read more times. So that's it. This is the tag. Everybody that's watching this, consider yourself tagged. You want to do this, please do this. I encourage you to do this. This is a wonderful tag. I think this is a great idea. And this will really connect us to other channels. You know what I mean? And yeah, I'm going to be making more videos of this tag in the future. So be looking forward to those. And that's it. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. If you like this, please hit the like button. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. It would mean a lot to me. So that's about it. I'm Peter the Book Lover. I want to thank you for being here. And I want you to know that I think you're awesome for watching my channel. And I will see you in the next video, hopefully.